Ah, good Lord. Almost got stuck. Lock my diffs in. That's what that secondary light is there. Fold my wings up just in case. Let's see if I can't. Lord, pray give me the wisdom to get out of here. Amen. Good grief. Got trailer unhooked. I didn't back in from the right because I wanted to stay away from them augers. I hit the one. Didn't damage the flighting or nothing. So we're good there. Got it fixed yesterday. So I thought I was like, well, I'll go back here, turn around, come back up, back it off my left. And took one shot in. Took a couple times to get me over center the blocks. But hey, we made it. We didn't hurt nothing. Nothing got broke. Nothing got bent. And life still goes on. So what we're going to do now is this John Deere 7810 needs a bath. It needs a bath. I don't know if we're going to have enough rubber on this tractor to do full harvest or not. Phew. Almost look like Andy Dennison's, what is it, a 7730 John Deere, where they are nothing but donut holes. Donut holes, donut skins. They were smooth. These are getting down to them. But anywho, it's going to get a bath. Man, who the heck had a bunch of dirt on the floor? Man, it's like we ran the thing with the door open. But it is what it is. So the show must go on. Good, what is it, Wednesday morning. Gonna mow cow pasture, or try to. Not sure how well it's gonna go. I do see one thing is Woods needs to make a PTO shaft holder for when you're transporting the thing from the building up here or wherever, and you don't want to hook the PTO up. But that's just a stupid plastic cover. It is not worth anything. So in order to change the PTO, you can take this end out here, which you guys can see the grooves are smaller. I want you to look at this here. You see how the splines are bigger, okay? This will not match up to that. So what you got to do is, there's a snap ring there. You pull that snap ring out and you flip this shaft end for end. You take this end, you shove it in the tractor, take the smaller end that sticks out here, that will marry up to this PTO shaft. Now, if this was my tractor and setup, that takes two people to flip that shaft. I don't care what anybody says. That's their old pain in the butt. I would, if it was mine, I would put that make that 8300 the grain cart tractor. Leave the 1000 PTO in it. Leave the 540 PTO in this one. So that way you're not screwing around with taking the shaft in and out and flipping it and all over God's green earth. But I don't own it, so I can't make that decision, unfortunately. All I can do is just roll with it. So this thing's still broke. We was supposed to have parts Monday for it. Today's Wednesday, the 11th. Still no parts. You guys are probably asking yourselves, well, why are you standing around wasting time when you could be mowing? Well, and that's a really easy question. Is I can take the shaft out. It's flipping it around and shoving it in is the hard part. Got that PTO all flipped around. What a pain in the butt. But it's done mowing pasture because it needs to be mowed. So what better way than to take a day or so, or we're not even going to touch that over there because just of how wet the ground is. We don't need to be getting stuck. We just basically mow the high ground and that'll be it. Last pass, or maybe two. A little bit of orange left. Do like my oranges though. They are a good source of vitamin D. There's just something about looking out across at a nice clean pasture that just makes you go, wow, I did that. Not gonna touch anything over here just because this is all lowland, and we don't need to be tracking a pasture up, making a mess. We'll try and keep the pasture the way that it is so we don't rut it up. I don't remember a year being this wet, this time of year I should say, when it comes time to mow cow pastures. Oh, that clutch pedal. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna try and oil that thing later. That thing's so annoying. But it's what happens when it rains every day of early springtime. It just never quits. Okay, that is done. That will get annoying after all day of running this thing. Just got started over here, the other place. It's gonna be wet, but we're just gonna go until it looks a little iffy, and then we'll quit. Got about 4 or 5 passes done that way over there. Got that little triangle down there, and I'm thinking I can fit that way. I just don't see it's possible. Not gonna do anything over in there. Maybe if I mow a path, I don't know. I was thinking maybe if I mowed a path that way, it'd give the cows somewhere to walk, but I don't know. But we can mow the high ground up there. I do know that. And that's what we'll do. Make our way across this ditch here. Just leave the mower run. Just like that. Okay, so we've made it. Be nice to do something with all this brush around here, but we'll get to it eventually. Just need to concentrate on mowing so we can see what we got in here. It's usually what's interesting about mowing up your first initial round is you don't have any idea what has changed over the year, what has fallen down, what has grown, what has shrunk, that kind of thing. Starting to get this opened up. When I mow pasture, it's a lot different from when I mow lawn. When I mow pasture, I'll do like the little oblong bullcrap horseshoe thingies, and then I'll go around that way, come back this way, turn around, go back that way to work the end off, and then leave me enough room to get turned at the end, about 5 or 6 passes or so, and then I can safely get turned around. The reason too why you mow pasture is to get rid of thistle, just like that plant right there. That could very well be a thistle plant, I'm not sure, but what thistle does to cattle is it will get lodged in their throat. It's almost, the leaves have tips on them about like the size of a needle. They're real thin, and they can do a lot of damage to cattle. They get caught in their throat, potentially kill them. So that is why we mow pasture, and the reason why I'm going kind of slow is because up that way there's a tree down, so we can also see what needs cleaning up and what needs fixing. If there were a fence running around here, keep the weeds down from the wires, and just so you can see what you have in your cow pastures by keeping them all mowed down. Perfect example, downed tree or a downed limb. That way over there, that is really wet. So we won't be mowing down there today. Just stay up on the high ground. When we get this done, we'll call it quits. Clean up the little slobbers here that I missed, and then we'll be done. The rest is too wet to do. And that is it. We're done. Everything else is too wet to mow. Like I said earlier, it never quit raining this past spring. At least we were able to mow a little bit of this though. Might as well just mow my way out of here. and be done. Why go out of here not mowing nothing? It don't make sense. Pick the winds up a little bit. For some reason they always like to drag on the ground. That's okay though. Just make do with what we got. Okay, now we're done. Might as well fold the thing up while I'm still in the cow pasture, and not trying to fold the thing up and beat the cows out before they follow me out, and fold the thing up at the same time. I mean, I'm gonna fold it up, put transmission in park, go up there and open my gate, and we'll be ready to go. Uh-oh. 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 Whew. Almost had her. Oh, crud. They're really coming. Oh, my goodness. Almost called that one. Whoo-wee. And it's shut. Whew. Almost had cows get out again. Disc spine is all cleaned up. Got it fixed. It's going to get a bath. Or wait a minute. Nope. It's still broken. Yeah. Still waiting on parts. Lovely. Time to put it back in the shop so it can be worked on. I got done mowing, so I didn't have anything to do, so I was like, well, might as well wash it. He had me wash it. He took some pictures of it out in the driveway. He had me wash the tractor, put it away. So I don't know what's going on here. I have no clue. So I never stick to one thing. You guys see in my videos. I get told to go do this, go do that, and it don't make any good content. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. I don't know. But you guys decide. Well, stop the tractor right in the manure. That's just great. Going nice and slow along the fence so that way we don't knock any post over. At a real comfortable ½ mile an hour. We are zippity-doo-dying all around the pasture. Made it through. Oh, come on. Would you go down? There. Lord. Almost got stuck. Lock my diffs in. That's what that secondary light is there. Fold my wings up just in case. Let's see if I can't. Lord, pray give me the wisdom to get out of here. Amen. Good grief. All it took was a little tuggy tug from the 7200. Take this up, wash your front end off of it tonight. Hey, I'm just thankful that it wasn't on that side of the creek, because there's no bottom to that stuff. I mean, when you get the thing stuck, you're all the way up to the front hubs on the front end. That's how deep this thing was buried a couple years ago. But we're not gonna make that mistake this time. That one there was bad enough to hurt my pride. Looks better down through there. Grinding the stumps. No, I think that thing's even radio or remote control even. Check that out. That's pretty slick. Yeah, that stump grinder is remote control. Cause I can see the guy standing off to the side, just looking at it. So that indicates to me that it is remote control. Those trucks are cool too. That are cab over. You don't see too many of those running around. I mean, I guess it does kind of speed the process up a little bit. Split it right down the middle. Take this half, go around that side. Take this half, go around the other side till you come down. We're getting it. Last little bit, let that wet stuff go. Not the grass that's wet. That I'm concerned about, it's the ground underneath that we don't need to be muddying up, making a big mess. It'll dry out eventually. We can move the rest of it. Even told myself I wasn't gonna get stuck. Huh? It happens. You learn from it. Slowly. Slowly. Slowly.